Hey guys, Joe here, doing a video. This is going to be another one in my Let's Fix It series, or Let's Repair, or I don't remember what I called it last time. In this box, as you can see, it's still sealed. I just tore off the address label. Is an eBay purchase, and I'm going to show you that in just a second here so you can see what it is and what I'm intending to do. As you can see, it's a Game Boy lot for parts or repair. I like these because, number one, I'm not afraid to do the work. So, what we have here is 4 DMG-001 Game Boys. As you can see, that last one is kind of grody. It also came with a Game Boy carrying case, 3 magnifiers, a link cable, and Donkey Kong Land. 2, I believe. So, why did I do this? Number one, I like the challenge of repairing stuff. Number two is because if you look, it says, sold as is, one Game Boy works fine but has scratches on the screen cover. Other 2 work but have missing lines in the LCD screen. The 4th does not come on. Now, as you know, I can fix those lines, no problemo. The one with the scratch screen, not a big deal. I can hold on to that and change the screen at some point. That's what we have here in this box. Now, the keen among you will notice there's a Game Boy sitting back here. This was that really crappy Zelda one, and I've been screwing around with paint types to see what's going to work on that. But I think I'm going to give up, because if this one has a problem, I think it does, I have an easy fix. First, get the most wrong tool you can. Upon opening the box, you can see he did use bubble wrap, but he did leave things mostly loose. That's fine, I don't really care. So let's start pulling these out. That I'm not very happy about. Hopefully that's the one with the screen that just doesn't work. As you can see, all the screens were actually taken off already, which again I don't like, but that's okay. This is probably the nicest one of the 4 as it appeared in the picture. This one is the most yellowed out, so if I do anything custom, it will be with this one. And this one, again, also not the best condition. I don't care that these screens are off because, again, I plan to just change them out with brand new ones anyways. Stress relieved. The promised Donkey Kong Land 2 and a couple of empty cases. So yeah, let me get this all set up on paper so that it's more visible, and I'll be right back with you and we'll take a look at them. So here I have them all laid out, and we'll go over them in just one hot second, but I also thought it would be funny to show a PS Vita. This is the Japanese limited edition blue one, by the way. The white one that I had picked up didn't work, so I returned it and wound up getting this one. I like this one a lot better because it's not a black one. However, it is a Gen 2, and as I said before, the glass is different. This is not a Super OLED screen, it's just a regular LED screen. But it does charge using a micro USB, so it's a little bit more convenient. But I just thought I'd show you that. Look at that. That screen is almost as big as 3 of those. Back to the consoles. This first one works fine. However, the screen is missing the cover, but this actual screen inside of here works fine. I tested it. It works good. System needs to be cleaned really well, and some of these need to be adjusted. But this system is good to go. So I'm going to clean that one up, throw a new screen on it. It'll be fine. This one has the marks on it, same ones that were on that other nasty Zelda knockoff. Don't know if this one's going to be any good, so I may wind up with only 3 working ones instead of 4 like I had planned. However, it does work, it does play the game, and the case isn't too bad. So that one will get repaired. This one works, but it suffers the classic missing lines in the screen. So this one will also get repaired, and I'll just have to repair the lines. This one had the same line issues, but the question is this system, because if this screen works and isn't missing any lines, even if it's missing lines, as long as this screen works, I'm going to take the screen from this one and put it in this case. I may even just use this extra circuit board and just slap it in there, or slap it in here just to test it real quick. And if this one works, then we have our answer. Next time you see this grouping of Game Boys. Hopefully they'll be repaired and working good, and then I'll worry about cleaning them up. One thing I always suggest is make sure that you retain functionality of the system before you start modifying. So if you're going to be repairing it, fix it, then change things up. So I will make sure this one works and that this one works. One of these two didn't have sound, and I can't remember which. I think it was this one. Again, if that's all it is, I will change the board and we'll just keep moving on. This is the one that supposedly worked fine, and I did get it to power on. However, it is heavily gunked inside. So since I'm going to be reduced to having 3 working units, I think we're going to go into Frankenstein mode and just start mixing and matching components. But as you can see, there is some kind of moisture that got in there and looks like a soda pop or something, and pretty much destroyed the inside of this thing. So yeah, I'll keep going and we'll see if this one, this is the one with the screen still on it, works after I just pop the other back on there. Okay, so this is the third working Game Boy, and as you can see, it's actually one of the dirtiest shells. However, the screen is actually the best, and as I was pointing out on that other one, that's not a good angle, there you go. As you can see, the corrosion that's on this screen, on that edge, are in a spot that when the system is on, isn't lit up anyway. So it's not really going to affect it that much, but I'm still going to try to fix it. Worst case scenario, I'm going to black out that very edge of the screen so it actually is hidden completely, which is what I think will work best anyway, and that way the main screen will still work good. So next is to completely disassemble these 3 systems. I sold one of the Game Boys and I have 2 left. Now I'm changing these screens, but as you can see, I went ahead and cleaned them up so that they're nice and clean now. But I am going to have to disassemble them again to change these glasses because I don't want to damage out here by prying up. So I am going to actually take the screens back out, or at least the front half back out. As you can see, I fixed the line issues. So all the lines work again. System works good. This is just sitting in there. It came off of that one. But yeah, so that one's good to go. I believe that as this one was cooling, one of the lines went ahead and desoldered again, but I think it's actually from this side of the ribbon. So I need to go ahead and fix that again. But as you can see, the system works good. And now it looks real good. So I'll fix that one line that's dead, put new glasses in these, and then they'll be ready to go. I'm going to just sell these. Still have this one, which is a really, I don't know how well you can see it, but there you go. If I tilt it, you can see how dirty it is in comparison to the actual color. So this one is going to be parts. This one is going to be parts. I'm not even going to bother with this back. However, I'm going to finish cleaning up the front, and then I'll use the back off of this one. And then I will make one really nice system out of that. So there you go. So 2 more systems fixed, ready to go, and I have a couple of more things in the works, just waiting for them to show up. So when those get in, we'll keep on plugging away at fixing stuff. So if you have any questions, leave those down below. If you have any comments, leave those down below. If you'd like to subscribe, that would be, see, you even made me put a thumbs up. So until we talk again, I'll talk to you later.